जिज्ञासे ते शोधियले अभाव मजला तीव्र भासता दगडालाही मी पूजियले गम्य अगम्य सर्व चिठळले गम्य अगम्य सर्व चिठळले भरता पोकळी रिकामी आई तुझी या ब्रह्म शोधिले ब्रह्मांड मिळाले आई तुझी या असत्व सर्व चिठळले मजला अंतर्यामी आई तुझी या धामी ब्रह्म शोधिले ब्रह्मांड मिळाले आई तुझी या प्रयत्न निष्फळ ठरले विलोपले श्री चरणी आई तुझी या धामी ब्रह्म शोधिले ब्रह्मांड मिळाले आई तुझी या धामी. शक्तीने कल्पतरूला तव शक्तीने कल्पतरूला दे योगाचे पाणी आई तुझी या धामी ब्रह्म शोधिले ब्रह्मांड मिळाले आई तुझी या धामी जन्मोजन्माची पुण्याई आज आली माझी या कामी आई तुझी या धामी ब्रह्म शोधिले ब्रह्मांड मिळाले आई तुझी या धामी आई तुझी या धामी आई तुझी या धामी.
Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome. So my name is Nina, and I will be co-hosting the second week of the 21-day meditation series with my friend Kartikeya. So we'll get straight into it today. The theme of the second week will be balancing your awareness and getting to know all the 7 energy centers in your subtle system, as you already know. And today's topic is real satisfaction comes from a higher place, and understanding our 3rd energy center, which is our Nabi chakra. So the Nabi chakra, or the 3rd chakra, generally governs our sense of peace within ourselves and with the world around us. It's quite an essential energy center to be in balance. And I personally feel that whenever I worry, my Nabi gets affected, and I can actually physically feel it in my stomach. Like I get, it doesn't always, you can feel the imbalance within yourself. And when balanced, this center provides us with a sense of total satisfaction and contentment, enabling us to be generous and evolve beyond our material needs. And so our invited presenter for today is Punit from Melbourne, and who has been meditating for 12 years now. So I'll pass it on to you, Punit. Great to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Kartikeya. And welcome everybody to this evening's session. As we settle in and more people are joining us, I thought I'll share the plan of this evening and what we'll be going through. First, to kick us off and to start things, we will be going through a breathing exercise to bring our attention to the present moment, and to bring that attention to and that awareness to within our body, within ourselves, away from distractions, so that we can then go on a balancing exercise of trying to establish the sense of being in the present. And how we'll do that is those of us that have joined during the week 1, as well as the earlier sessions in week 2, you would have come across the left and the right channels, the center of the channels of the past and the future. But at least for the next 40 minutes to an hour, let's give us this beautiful gift of being in the present. So we'll go through that balancing exercise. And after that, we will watch an explanation, a video, where Shrimataji will also talk and explain to us about what Nabi chakra and the void chakra is. And when I say chakra, we'll be talking about this green small dot here, which is the Nabi chakra, and the bigger green circle that you see is the void chakra. So both these energy centers go hand in hand, and we learn a little bit more about them through Shrimataji's video, and then we'll go through a PowerPoint where I've collected some excerpts from Shrimataji's previous teachings and learnings, where she'll explain to us about why this chakra or both of these chakra are important, and how they have a role in our day-to-day lives. After that, we will watch another talk by Srimataji. It's a short one where she'll explain to us about the benefits of keeping these two energy centers in check, as well as when I say check, meaning functioning well as well as nourished, and how to do that as well. Srimataji will share a few tips with us. And after we've gone through and learned from Srimataji, we will go through a practical exercise of meditating and strengthening and balancing more third chakra, the Nabhi chakra. And after that, we'll see if we actually are able to realize some of the qualities and the benefits that this chakra brings, meaning peace and satisfaction. So as we'll kick it off. And as Meena said, my name is Puneet. I'm based in Melbourne, and Srimataji provided me with this opportunity to learn about Sahaja Yoga about 12 years ago in a beautiful town of South Australia called Adelaide. And why it's significant is I was about nearly 30 years old at the time. And until then, I was probably leading a life which always seeking something more, never satisfied, never at one place, never at peace with what I had or what was around me. Something was lacking. All the things were never enough. However, since I've been fortunate enough to practice Sahaja Yoga meditation about since 12 years ago and continuing until now, lots have changed. So throughout the session, I'll share some personal experiences as well. But let's kick off the balancing session. So can I please request everybody to close our eyes and please keep our palms open, our hands on our lap. And let's bring our awareness to the present by first focusing on our breathing. When we focus on the breaths that go in and out of our nostrils, it's very hard to actually think about the past or the future, because each breath that you're taking is in the now. We can't possibly be breathing a breath from tomorrow or from yesterday. So let's please take a deep breath in. On the count of 4, hold it for as comfortably as you're able to, and then release it. Very humbly, let's appreciate the Mother Nature that has been providing us with this beautiful experience and example of the present, which is breathing. Let's please watch how the air goes in through our nostrils, fills up our chest, our lungs, our belly, nourishes our every being, and then exits. When our awareness is on the breathing, we are slowly bringing our attention to the present moment. And to strengthen this attention in the present moment, Srimataji has provided us a technique of balancing our left and the right channels, the channels of the past and the future. It's very simple. Can I please request everyone to continue to keep our left hand open on our lap, and please drop the right hand towards the ground, the Mother Earth. Or if you're sitting on the floor, even better, please touch the ground with your right hand. Or if you're sitting on a chair, you simply need to point your hands, the right hand, towards the Mother Earth. That's it, nothing more to do. And while we're sitting in this position, let's request the motherly energy that is within us, the Kundalini energy that you've learned about in the past sessions, to please rise and balance our left side or our left channel. We address Mother Kundalini as Mother because it's a feminine energy and it nourishes and looks after us like a mother does for its child. So please say in your heart, Mother, please help me realize the present moment and let go of any imbalances or impurities that are blocking or stopping you to pass and rise on my left side. May all these past thoughts, the unwanted memories, the fear, be dissolved in Mother Earth. And as we say this, please feel and make note of any feelings and tingling or any observation on your left palm. You might feel cool on your fingers, on your palm, or on the top of your head as well. Let's please bring the right hand back on our lap. And now, let's please balance or cleanse our right channel, the channel which guides our actions, and the futuristic channel. And to do this, please continue to keep your right hand open with the palm facing upwards on your lap, and the left hand raised close to your ear, facing backwards. So to those that are new, you can open your eyes and to watch for a moment and then close the eyes back again. As we have our left hand and the palm open towards the sky, the ether, we call upon an important element of the nature, the air and the ether around us, to please help and bring our right channel into balance. Now please say within your heart and request Mother Kundalini, the Mother, please rise within me and clear any obstacles that are stopping you to rise in my right channel. And please allow me to balance my futuristic thoughts. Mother, please allow me to experience the peace, the satisfaction, and the joy the present moment brings. can say, Mother, please bring my right channel into balance, or please clear my right channel. And once again, please observe any sensations or feelings on your fingertips or the palms, so that you can ask us any questions at the end. Now, please bring the left hand back to our laps. And with breathing and the balancing technique, we are hopefully more in the present moment, ready to enjoy and take in and absorb the knowledge of Shri Mataji's teachings about the Nabi Chakra. When we're ready, when we feel ready, we can slowly open our eyes. And if Kartikeya could please play the video, which explains about the Nabi Chakra and the Void Chakra. Thank you.
The Nabi chakra is placed at the solar plexus, on the same level as the stomach, and gives us the energy for the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual nourishment.
This is the center of our seeking. This center is called as the Nabi chakra, which gives us our seeking. When we are in the state of animal, then we seek food through our stomach. And you will be amazed then when we become human beings, also we seek our money through our stomach. But ultimately we even seek our God through our stomach.
In the evolutionary map, this chakra reflects the energy that supports and preserves the creation, gives us balance and bestows dharma. The dharma is defined as the right behavior, the series of universal moral laws that we can find as the basis of every spiritual tradition throughout time and in all the countries. When the Kundalini enlightens our Nabi chakra, we spontaneously recover the integrity of our Dharma.
As a human being, you have to have a sustenance. And this is the center that gradually unfolds the sustenance from animal to higher animals and to human stage, where a person starts realizing that these sustenances exist within us. That's how all our laws have come. The 10 commandments of the Bible are the 10 sustenances that are within us. These are the 10 gurus who came on this earth to save human beings from getting out of the middle path going more to the left and more to the right.
Fermiamoci qui a prendere il fresco.
Poco fa, parlando di Crizia e degli altri tiranni, hai adoperato la parola follia. Ma i nostri tiranni non sono dei folli, Socrate. Sono dei criminali.
È la stessa cosa. Conosci la canzone che dice che il bene più grande è prima di tutto la salute, poi la bellezza e poi essere ricchi?
La conosco.
Ebbene, quella canzone mente. La più grande felicità è essere giusti. È un bene così grande che quelli che fanno il male sono dei folli. È per questo che ho usato la parola follia.
È una follia dalla quale però traggono profitto, Socrate.
Quale profitto? La ricchezza? Il potere sugli altri uomini? Ma quando perderanno il potere, che cosa resterà a loro? Il ricordo dei crimini che hanno commesso. E che altro? La non conoscenza del bene? Un'ignoranza che solo le illusioni del potere hanno celato ai loro occhi. E qual è la ragione dei loro crimini, se non l'ignoranza del bene, che li mantiene in uno stato di perpetua ansia? In realtà, i potenti hanno la forza e l'esercitano perché sono soltanto deboli. E la loro debolezza proviene dalla paura che li domina. Si vedono dappertutto e sempre circondati da nemici. E non è forse questa proprio una follia?
Throughout history, there have been many masters that in many different places and times have all expressed the same principle, the principle of the master. When the Kundalini enlightens the area of the void within us, we awaken this principle, i.e., by awakening this wisdom and balance, we can become the master of ourselves.
Surrounding the stomach is the area where one has to cross. And this area is actually the area of the masters. All the primordial masters were born in this area, like Moses, Socrates. There are main basic 10 primordial beings who came on this earth, who came to give us an idea as to our seeking, what we have to do. Basically, they came here to teach us how to balance ourselves, how to balance so we can ascend. Now, all these great prophets or primordial beings, we should say they were the ones who were the masters, they came to inform us that if you cross too much onto the left side or too much on the right side, then you will be falling in your sustenance, in your quality as a human being.
Thank you. So I hope that gives a little bit of introduction about the Nadi chakra and the void chakra. It was a brief video, and there are resources on freemeditation.com.au that you'll be able to access and learn more about the 10 primordial beings and 10 primordial gurus that Shimataji spoke about. So now let's learn a little bit more about what Shimataji has said in terms of the qualities, the benefits of Nadi chakra and the void chakras. Could I please have the PowerPoint? Thank you. So, as I was saying earlier, hungry for something, but you don't know what. I think the saying applies to my own self, my own experience. I started a career in India. In 6 years, switched about 4 jobs. Nothing wrong with switching jobs, but just the frequency of it was clearly an indication that something else, something more satisfying about where I need to be is to come. And I'm glad that soon after, about a year after I made the move to Adelaide, I got to know about Sahaja Yoga and through Shrimataji's teachings. There is a little word here, satisfaction. The life's been different, really, and you'll see in the next few slides what Shrimataji has said and how her teachings apply to the day-to-day lives. So could I have the next slide, please, Uncle? Okay, so Shrimataji describes and compares satisfaction to materialism. When she says either you lead a life which is luxurious on the material level, or you lead a life of God's blessings. One of the two, you have to choose. The time has come. Shrimataji says that you can either have your attention on the materialism or the blessings of the joys that spirituality and being in balance can bring. So the choice, one has to make a choice, because clearly we cannot have our attention divided onto both. She also says that so spirituality itself should be self-satisfying. If you're spiritually endowed, then you are self-satisfied. And this self-satisfaction within you will lead you to that ocean of joy, which I've been telling you, and all the scriptures have described. Shrimataji said this in 1996. However, religious scriptures, and as well as our elders telling us that the joy is different from stacking up wealth and the societal virtues of materialism advancement. Another important aspect of Nabhi Chakra is peace. Shrimataji says that automatically, when the Kundalini passes through the Nabhi Chakra, satisfaction and the peace and the peacefulness are two byproducts that happen automatically. She's described peace by saying spirit is the source of peace. It is a source of joy. It is not a duality of happiness and unhappiness, but a singular joy. Because happiness could be experienced momentarily, whereas joy stays with you. She also says that you cannot know the meaning of life until you're connected to the power that created you. So to have peace, the best way to put your mind right is to think of good things. Think of the flowers, not of the thorns. What good things others have done to you? What good things there are? What are the beautiful things and moments you've had? And count your blessings. Count your blessings. So Shrimataji described this many decades ago, whereas now in 2021, the recent buzzword after COVID hit was gratitude and being grateful. A lot of people would say, I wake up and say, oh, at least we live in Australia and have the COVID has been quite satisfying here for us at least. But gratitude, why gratitude, Shrimataji says, is once you have your attention on what you have at the moment, there's hardly any time to think about things that you don't. Could I have the next slide, please? Now, to explain a little bit of more difference about pleasure, happiness, and joy, Shrimataji says that the enjoyment of life is only possible if we could get connected to the spirit. So pleasure and happiness, which unfortunately a lot of people would define, is very different to joy. We can get a pleasure out of eating I get pleasure out of eating a brownie sundae, or happiness after watching a comedy movie. But is that satisfying? Is that peaceful? Will my spirit or my being remember it 5 years to come? No, but however, if I am able to climb up at the top of the mountain it would be not wise to think about what somebody said to me 10 years ago, rather than enjoying that beautiful view from top of the mountain. So joy, very correctly so, it's hard to describe and hard to be justified in words. It can only be experienced. So Shimataji also says the barriers that come into experience of joy is the problems of the world. The whole problem, she says, you take it, there is no joy. Simple as that. If they had joy, they would not have done all these nonsensical things. There's no joy in nonsensical things. When you have joy, you don't want to fight. You do not want to do anything that is harmful. You do not want to say anything harsh to anyone. Not only that, but you do not want to have anything or something that will spoil this Mother Earth or which will bring ecological problems. No, you just do not want it. So what she said in 1991 is clearly true now. Another barrier that comes in the way of experiencing joy is the money. The buzzword again is for financial freedom, floating around internet a lot. But is that really freedom? Shimataji says freedom is when you really get your own powers, which are within you, to be able to lead our lives and bring the balance and the joy within ourselves. Freedom, Shimataji says, is when your reality get your own powers, which are within you, in your central nervous system, right here, and the knowledge of this system. And in your conscious mind, you must feel the existence of spirit, Shimataji says. If money had brought every kind of happiness, you have found the world very much better. It's only the spiritual wealth that gives you that joy for others and for yourselves. So let us now decide to have our self-knowledge, because this power of Kundalini is of pure desire. All desires that you have are not pure. Today, you want to buy a car. Once you have the car, you don't enjoy it. You want to have a house, then you want to have a helicopter, then an aeroplane. If your desires were pure, you would have been satisfied, but you are never satisfied because matter cannot give you satisfaction. So this is the pure desire we have within us, the desire to be one with the divine power, whether you know it or not. Beautiful, great example that the richest man on Mother Earth is wanting to quit Mother Earth and plan his life on another planet in Mars. So nothing could be far from true at the moment. What Shimataji said in 1994, I see it unfolding right now. Next slide, please, Anka. And so how to balance and correct the ill effects of materialism. Shimataji says to live a life of divinity or spirituality every day. It's not a Saturday 8 to 9 or 7 to 8 session or a Sunday morning breakfast. It's every day. You have to think about whether once you're on the top of that mountain, you want to think about the joy that you're seeing in the view or what somebody said to you 10 years ago. So Shimataji says divinity is not a fashion, it is a way of life. It is a need of your being, and you have to become that and live that every day. And Nina mentioned early, worry. It's the single biggest factor that once we worried, this energy center, this chakra, has to work a lot harder, and Mother Kundalini has to work a lot harder to nourish this energy center then. So Shimataji said in 2000 that you should not be afraid of failures and not get enormous by success either. So what she's saying is to have balance in whatever occurs in our daily lives, because what is happening is destined, it is meant to happen. So might as well just ride the ride joyfully. Thank you very much for your time and listening to Shimataji's quotes over the years that she shared with us. And now, if I could please request another short talk to be played where Shimataji explains and tells us how to nourish and continue to look after Nabi Chakra.
So in Sahaja Yoga, an artist who is struggling today may become a great artist tomorrow. But still I would say these are temptations. You'll become a great artist, you start earning more money, this, that. But that's not the one you have to really be satisfied with. You will never be satisfied with that. So you move to the third center, which we call as the Nabhi Chakra. This center is, on one side, is made of water, another side with fire. Around it are our 10 valencies, which we can call as our innate religion within ourselves. Now this Nabhi itself, or we can call the solar plexus, or we can say the navel chakra, gives us, as soon as the Kundalini rises, she awakens this, and the light, when it spreads, you become religious. I don't have to tell you anything. You just become. I don't have to say that you don't take drugs. You just don't take it. Overnight I have seen people have given up drugs. Overnight alcoholism, overnight everything. And they enjoy their virtues. That's the best part of it. Some people think, oh, then what is the fun? What is this that you take something in the pub and next day you have hangover? Here you take something and next day you are much better off. It never comes down. It never gives you a reaction. It's not artificial. It's not intoxicating. It is from your nerves. It's bubbling out. So this is the center which is very important in us, because most of us have a problem with this center. And here we have a capacity by this center that we enjoy our generosity. Now all matter, whatever it is, we are materialistic, it's a good idea to be materialistic. But the matter is, the aesthetics of matters are that you can give it to others, suggesting you are loving it. I think that's the only thing a matter can do. And in a very special way you can express that love. For example, somebody likes a particular thing, you go all the way to get it, and give that small thing, very small thing, to the person, and the joy, not out of the money that you have spent, but the feelings you have expressed of knowing what that person would love. And this kind of a depth develops within you such lovable, beautiful society you enter into. And you don't need anything, because everybody is looking after your needs. Now I have told them I love flowers, because I don't take anything else. So you must see, whenever I come, my house is so filled with flowers that my husband was saying, let us go live in the garden and let the flowers be here. So you see, the joy of giving comes from this center. And whatever you eat, whatever you have to eat, whatever is good for you, you eat. You don't have to bother as to what to eat, what not to eat. You just eat whatever is good for you, benevolent for you. You become so wise. And also you please others. You don't displease others by saying, this is bad food, I want that. I want goes away. What do you want? So like you would say, a candle which is not enlightened is waiting to be enlightened, is asking for the light. I want light. But once it is enlightened, it gives light to others automatically. Supposed to be. In the same way, you also start giving your light, your love, your joy to others. Automatically. I don't have to tell you. Nobody has to go through any 10 commandments anymore. Those days are gone. Now automatically you become like that. Very beautiful people, very affectionate and glorious, I should say. If you see the glow on the face of Sahaja Yogis, the face itself is radiant. Many people drop out their 10 years to 20 years in their age, and they are so enthusiastic, never get tired, especially in England.
There are some beautiful words from Srimataji, and again her constant assurance that once Mother Kundalini is able to pass through and nourish these two energy centers, the Nabi and the void, then a lot of things start to happen automatically. And the byproducts are peace, satisfaction, love, joy, not just for ourselves, but those that are around us are also able to experience the joy with us. So for the next few minutes, let's please have a practical experience of meditation through a guided meditation. And we will be focusing on the Nabi chakra and the void chakra through some affirmations. And I'll be guiding you to please place your attention and as well as your hands sometime on different sides of these two chakras. Sometimes the left side or the right. So when I do request you to place your attention on the left and right, please focus on those areas and the center as well. And if you're not able to, that's no problem at all. Please keep your attention on top of the head here, which is the seventh energy center. And if you're able to close your eyes, great. If not, you can open the eyes and watch Mataji's photograph here in the corner as well. So we'll get into it, and let's please sit with our eyes closed and bring our attention back once again and our awareness to our body. We're just taking 2 deep breaths. And with our eyes closed, both our hands on our lap, palms facing upwards, let's keep, please, our right hand on our heart, on the left side of our chest. And let's ask Mother Kundalini a fundamental question here. The Mother, who am I? Am I this body, this mind, this house, the car I drive, the job I do, the money in my bank account? Who am I? And trust Mother Kundalini to guide you to answer this question, because you've gone through the week 1 and you're here in the week 2. You're here for your self-realization. So let's please trust Mother Kundalini to guide us through the next few minutes to answer some questions. Next, can I please request to place our right hand just under our ribs on the upper portion of our abdomen on the left side, our upper stomach. And please ask a question here, Mother, am I my own master? Am I my own guru? Am I my own teacher? Now, please bring the right hand back on your lap and request Mother Kundalini to please guide us through her power of the knowledge to realize how we can also get the satisfaction and the peace, the joy Shrimataji was talking about, and ultimately become our own master. So with the eyes still closed, can I please request that we focus our attention on the left side of our stomach, not the hand. Just you may place your hand, no problem, on the left side of the stomach, or take your attention there and ask, Mother, please give me satisfaction. Mother, please give me satisfaction so that I can have peace. I can enjoy peace. Now, please place your attention on the right side of the stomach, acknowledging Mother Kundalini's powers. We say that, Mother, you are the satisfaction in me. You are the peace in me and this universe. With your knowledge, we are able to experience peace and satisfaction. And once you've said that, please observe any feelings, sensations, or tinglings on your fingers or your palms. Once again, I'd like you to please place your attention on the left side of the stomach. And here request Mother Kundalini, Mother, please make me my own master. Mother, please make me my own guru, my own teacher. As we say this, please rotate your hand on your stomach, just around in a circular motion, in a clockwise direction on the void chakra. We do this 10 times and bring our hand back on our lap. And with our attention still on our stomach area, the stomach region, I'd like you to please focus the attention right on the navel in the center of the Nabi channel, and confidently here affirm the Mother, address Mother Kundalini and say, Mother, I am satisfied. I am peaceful. Mother, with your help, with your knowledge, I'm peaceful. And also say, with confidence, Mother, I am my own master. I am my own guru. Once we become our own guru and our own guide, we're able to direct our lives to a path of true joy, through complete satisfaction and peace with what we have, where we are, and who we are, which is a pure spirit, not the body, not the mind, not the houses we live in, the car we may drive, or the superficial education we have achieved. With the pure knowledge of Mother Kundalini, we become our own guru to guide us to a path of spirituality, to joy and to know the spirit, which is within us, and the ultimate truth. Lastly, can I please request we place a hand on the left side of the chest again and confidently say and affirm a quality. The Mother, I am the Spirit. I'm not the identity built through the materialism, but I am a pure spirit. Can bring the right hand back on our laps. And no rush, whenever we feel ready, we can slowly open our eyes and look at Mataji's photograph. And I would now like to please hand over the session back to Nina and Kartikeya to please wrap the session up and also to share some resources about Nabhi Chakra with you all and take any questions. Thank you very much for joining and for your time.
Thanks for that, Puneet. Yeah, that was a very great presentation, and feel very peaceful as well after that. Really nice meditation. Yeah, as again, like this, you'll start to realize that all the chakras are integrated and working together, that there's not one single chakra alone that's working for one particular aspect or one thing, that you actually start to realize that, as we've been talking, that you know, with the first day of this week 2, we started with the Muladhara, we're talking about the innocence, and then yesterday we were talking about the Swadhisthana, and that is to do with creativity and the attention. So you start to realize that once you've established that innocence within you, then, as we were talking about yesterday, you know, we want to become into this witness state, and you start to appreciate things a lot more. You start to appreciate yourself, you start to appreciate the things around you, the nature. You start to absorb all the peace and joy within yourselves, and you forget about everything else that's happening around you. And again, as we were talking about today, that peace, after you've gone through that phase of becoming a witness and becoming detached, that word detachment, from your everyday life, from the thoughts and the hecticness of everyday life that's happening around you, and you start to actually enjoy just the peace and satisfaction within yourself, then you're attaining a higher awareness, a higher being. And then again, as Puneet was doing, he was putting his hand on his heart, on his left side where the spirit is. Again, you know, we were talking about, once you've attained that peace, then you start to enjoy your spirit, that's our innate soul within us, that's our pure quality within us. And you'll realize, because everything that's happening around us becomes like a shield for us, because that we can make an excuse for that. You know, we're saying we're too busy to do something, like to look after ourselves. You know, we've got families, we've got mortgages, finances, and things in our lives that we take ourselves for granted, actually, our own satisfaction for granted. And so I think that through that process of becoming one with our spirit, you start to realize you start to unravel all those unnecessary things. And again, you know, you start to become detached from those specific things. It doesn't worry you so much. You can analyze, you can sort of look at it from a distance and be like, okay, so this is happening with me, but I can, you know, I don't have to become so worried about it. I can become detached. And after, you know, like just becoming in that process of being with one yourself, you start to realize that, oh, actually something might come up that you feel like, oh, I can apply this to that and it'll work out almost instantaneously and spontaneously, and you start to enjoy it because the peace within it, and that satisfaction, as Puneet was saying, you start to enjoy that peace within you. You start to realize that, oh, actually, like things are working out as they tend to, because I'm not putting my attention and I'm not worrying about it. They will work out however they're meant to be. And I think that's a really amazing part of this journey that we're going through. And you'll start to realize that, yeah, as through the next few days, when we're talking about the next few centers, that everything is going to start to relate. And even for myself, I know that I sort of went through a phase where I had kind of stopped meditating for a bit, and I was doing my own thing. The pressures of, uni life and high school, and being hanging around with the wrong crowds, and going through all that stuff where, I was, I guess, trying to escape the reality that is what we have today. So, and after a while, I started to realize that I kind of missed that, because I was doing meditation before, I kind of missed that aspect of it, being part of a group that we meditated together, being, just being able to enjoy myself. I realized that I'd lost a really important part of myself from that. And so I slowly came back doing, meditation, and I realized that, oh, wow, yeah, there's this joy, this innate joy that you gain from doing this meditation that you can't get from anywhere else. And I guess Puneet, maybe you have a few experiences. Maybe you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for summing up, again, providing a beautiful tip about detachment. You sometimes, when worry strikes, you start to think, oh my God, so many things are happening to me. And easier said than done, that do not worry. But yes, when it does come in your life, things, there is a curtain that almost comes on you, and you get sucked into that, the whole ocean, or the whole illusion of worry. I'm calling it illusion because it certainly envelopes you all around and stops you from being able to enjoy the normal life. And as you said, the key is to catch it and detach yourself, saying it's not it's a circumstance. It is not me. And something that I've from Shimataji's teaching, something that has come and become a reality, is that whenever something happens, it happens for us, not to us. So there has been, last 2 years have been a beautiful example. I worked in, and my life was all around hospitality and travel. That's what I studied. I worked in hospitality for 21 years, and it's no surprise. And we shouldn't even go what COVID did to travel sector. Whereas had I not had the self-realization, and had I not had the structure, support from all of you that I meditate together, I would have definitely been sucked into that illusion of worry. But Shimataji has always said, whatever is happening for you. It's a circumstance. And yes, once again, I'm saying easier said than done, but try riding the ride and see where it takes you. 2 years later, I still do part-time in hospitality, but circumstances panned out, and I do have an alternate career. And I'm also a full-time student now at nearing 40 years of age. Still riding and enjoying the ride, and I'm sure there's more to come. But thankfully, Shimataji's support and teachings were there, and you all were there to support me through this time.
That's a great story. And yeah, I think that's pretty much sums it up on becoming detached and just enjoying your own self, enjoying your spirit, and that seeking. That's what drove you to come to these programs, that innate seeking, and that's what drives us to continue to achieve more within ourselves and achieve to become a higher, and just enjoying that moment. And so this is this culminates to this point very now that you've all been seeking, and that desire and that drive to seek something more beyond this materialistic world has brought you to this point. So I think that's you'll start to realize that's really opens up a lot more for you. So yeah, that's very interesting.
I think another point, just wanted to say, I think it was really good to mention the fact that we have to remember to be grateful for all the things that happen, and also to remind ourselves to be satisfied, because obviously we'll never be satisfied if we're constantly on the search for other things. But affirming yourself, like when you meditate, and just mentioning, no, I am satisfied, automatically, I don't know, but for me it works all the time. I automatically become more peaceful whenever I say, no, I am satisfied, I have enough, you know. And yeah, I thought it was really good that you mentioned that. Yeah.
So very good. So as always, we'll wrap up the session here, and I'll briefly go again through all the resources for anyone who missed out for that. I'll just share my screen. So again, if you want all the information and all the past sessions that we've done, you can go to the website, freemeditation.com.au. Maybe I'll get Nina to put that up on the chat so you can use it. And that will take you through all the information session, the classes that we're running here. So now of course we're in week 2. Oops. And so yeah, we've got the recording happening here, and the 2 links to join either through Zoom or on YouTube. But I definitely recommend going on to Zoom to join these classes here. And we have a support group as well. So if any questions you have throughout the week, throughout this whole time that you've joined us, even after this session as well, if you have any questions, particular questions, anything at all actually, or even if you just want to have a chat about something, we're more than happy to, just talk, and if you need any guidance with anything, you can join this WhatsApp group here. So there's a link there on the website as well. That's for that. And so this is a week 2, and today we were doing day 10. So real satisfaction comes from a higher place. So that will be up there, loaded to go once we've concluded this session. And you can watch it in your own time when you want. And obviously all the previous sessions are there for you to look at, just in case you wanted to recap on something. And just, look, yesterday we did the foot soak, which was quite an important one. So if you definitely missed that one, if you missed that one, definitely have a look at that one, because it's a really great technique that we did yesterday. We're doing the foot soak, and quite an in-depth session there. So definitely have a look at that one. And then just go through the resources again. And obviously we've got all the different resources that you can use. And again, if you just kind of forgot how to do a few particular techniques on the raising the Kundalini and taking Bandhan, or just saying some of the affirmations, this is the balancing guide. So that's a great tool to use. And going through all the different aspects. So there's a few things talking about particular chakras and particular aspects of the each center. And also there was just if you missed out from yesterday, there was a new one that got added in. So this is the glossary. So any words that we used today or in previous sessions that you might have just kind of got a bit confused with or didn't quite understand when we were talking about it, this just gives you a little brief info about each one, just so it gives you a bit more clarification on that. So you can have a quick glance at that, and that will help you to understand a little bit better when we're talking about some of the stuff during our sessions. And so that's the website. So you can have lots of information, lots of resources on there. So definitely have a look at that when you get the chance. And as always, we'll open it up to a few questions. If you have any at the moment now, we're more than happy to answer anything. If you've got anything about this particular subject, keep it open.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. I got a question to ask you. I've been missing the session from yesterday's and today's. I've been missed. So how I can go and just check on to the yesterday's and today's practice.
No worries. Yep. So as Nina put up on the chat group chat there's the freemeditation.com.au website. So if you just click on that link, December 2021, that will have, I can quickly show it again. So just, so if you just go through here, the website there, and if you just scroll down after, so we're in week 2, and just underneath, so this is the current video that will be up ready to go for today, but then just below that we'll have all the week 1, week 2, week 3, so week 3, so currently in week 2, and today was the today was weekday 10, so that will be up, and then yesterday's one, if you missed that one, that's day 9, cooling down the thinking process. So all the videos from previous sessions are all up there for you to look at. So yeah, definitely you can have a look at those when you're on your own time.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
No worries. Yeah. Alrighty, so I think we'll leave it at that. Don't have any questions, but yeah, if you have any questions or if you forgot what you wanted to ask, definitely chuck it on the WhatsApp group, and then we'll try to get to you as soon as possible. But apart from that, we'll leave you for today, and thank you for joining us, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.